Okay, so let's look at this quizzes that we did on probability. Um, so it's not all of these problems are something that we talked about, but probability is still just fancy counting. These are and all the problems are something we will do. A lot of them we have done. So here's the thing with math. If we only do problems we know how to do, we're never going to learn how to do new problems. So we got to, be able to address new problems, approach them, see what we know how to do, or, if we can be resourceful and solve them. And if we don't know how to solve them, we see how they're solved. So the next time we have a problem like it, hopefully we will know how to solve it. All right, so let's start off with the farm has 5 brown cows. And let's see if I got the right writer thing on here. Sorry. 5 brown cows and 10 white cows. A fence is open and 2 cows escape. What's the probability that will be a brown cow and then a white cow? All right, so this is what we call, so there's 2 things going on. This is a compound probability. So we can multiply the probability of the 2 events to get the total probability altogether. So we want the probability that we get brown and then white cow. So we could draw this out as a tree. It'll start being a lot because so your first cow is there's gonna be 5 browns dot dot dot, and then you'll have 10 whites dot dot dot, and then if we can draw a tree from each one of these, the second one will be brown or white, etc. The second one here will be brown or white, because they'll still be, no matter what kind of cow leaves the first time, there's enough of both of them that if it's 2 cows, it could be either still. But so for the first cow, so we have the 5 browns and the 10 whites. So that's a total of 15 cows. So we've got 5 out of the 15 are brown. I'm gonna use some of this space down here. The 5 out of 15. Well, I'm gonna do it this way, and then I'll show the simplified version. Simplified might confuse the issue, so let's do it unsimplified, and then I'll just redo the math part simplified. All right. So now here's what's different about this problem that we haven't done yet. So after 1 cow leaves, now there's 14 cows, not 15 cows. And on this brown cow scenario, if a brown cow leaves first, that means now there's 4 browns and 10 whites. Down here, we don't really care about these because it's a white cow leaves. That's not interesting. But if a white cow left, we'd have 5 brown and 9 white. But let's focus up here. So then we want to see what the probability if a white cow leaves. So now one's already gone. We got 14 cows left, and 10 of them are white. So right here we'll have, so the next cow being white is a 10 out of a 14. And that'll give us our answer. Now notice 15 times 14 is a big number. 15 squared is 225. So 15 times 14 I think is 210. But I'm going to do this simplified up here. So 5 over 15 is 1/3. 10 over 14, those are both even. So that's supposed to be a multiplication. So that's going to be 5 over 7. Always when we're multiplying fractions, it's a good time to practice this because for probability, we're going to do a lot of multiplying fractions. Luckily, if you remember the rule, it's actually very simple. You multiply across the numerator and across the denominator. It's actually addition of fractions that gets more complicated if you have different denominators. So 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 7 is 21. And that's answer C, which I've already verified is correct. So the answer is 5 out of 21 chance that if 2 cows escaped, the first one would be brown and the second one would be white. Of course, that's, we're assuming that this is all completely random. like, you know, maybe the white cows are actually a different kind of cow and they more likely to escape. We're not looking at it except for as if it were completely random. All right, so I'll erase this all, and let's do problem number 2. Oh, it scrolled, but that's okay. You could have paused it if you needed to jot anything on the first one. A store sells shirts, small, medium, and large, red, blue, green, or white. So what will be the probability that someone selects a large green shirt? So we got 3 sizes times 4 colors. So that's going to give us all of the possibilities that they have. So there's 12 unique shirts, unique by color and size. So like a small red shirt is different than a medium red shirt. A large white shirt is different than a small red is different than a small blue. There's 12 combinations, and we're just looking for one exact combination. So that's just 1 out of 12. All right, moving on. I think the next one's on the screen enough. You pick a marble from the bag. We got some white ones, black ones, and swirly ones. What is the probability you'll choose either black or a white? So we got a total of, is that a 12th marble or is that my icon for writing? Let me zoom out and zoom in. All right, I'm going to erase everything and rezoom on this. Oh, it's not letting me scroll, but I did see though. I saw what I needed. That's another marble right there. So we got 3 white, 3 black, and 4 swirlies. And what's the probability of black or white? Probability black or white, or not swirl, I guess. So there's 10 marbles. And there's 3 black and 3 white, and so it's 6 out of 10. They seem to be simplifying here. So what does that simplify to? That's right, 3 over 5. Let me zoom back out. If that's not the answer, then I got it wrong, but I think I got it right. Let's see. Zoom out. Scroll. Zoom back in. Let's see some answers. Or the answers on the next page. Is this? Oh, there we go. 3 out of 5. There it is. Yay. 3 out of 5. Bam. Bam. All right. Next page. Let's see. I haven't actually looked at these questions yet, but hopefully we can do this. I missed writing on a board in school. This is pretty fun for me. All right. Probability, so they gave it in this probability notation. The probability, why am I not writing? Probability of not A. Uh-oh. I broke it. Okay, I'm gonna end this video and do a part 2 where I fix it. Oh no, I can maybe fix it and edit this part out. All right, this is a good learning opportunity to edit videos. Why can't I write? Oh, my color is white. Is that it? Okay. Huh. My background changed too. I had the background white, but that's all good. So probability not A. Let me get a darker color. Maybe a thicker line and a darker color. Or where did my controls on the bottom go too? Gosh. Okay, I don't like red. Well, blue's okay. As long as red's a problem, but probability of not A. So we got 2 A's, B, C, E, E, F. We got 8. Got 8 total outcomes. Oops, that's supposed to be a U. Out. Where did my C go? Outcomes. 8. And then the ones we're looking for are not A, so there's 6 of the events. 6. Of course, we simplify that. 3 out of 4. Bam. I hope people got this one. This, if you read it intuitively, if you didn't get confused by the P not A, that could be an easy problem. If you didn't get it before, I surely hope you got it now. If you don't, hit me up for tutorials. Remember, you can get tutorials on my website. All right. Remember, this stuff is fancy counting. So, I give it a hand, scroll it up. Let me zoom in a little bit. I was over zoomed. Well, I said a lot because we're going to be doing Zoom for class. So, I guess there's not a good middle ground here. Alright, we'll just do one at a time anyway. A bag has 3 marbles. Why can't I write in black? Let's see, how is this writing? Ugh, that's a highlighter. Eek, no. Alright, I'm gonna write in blue for now. Sorry if it's harder to see. Bag has 3 red marbles, 2 blue and 4 yellow. What's the theoretical probability of pulling a red? Theoretical is a little bit of an extra word. They're just using the vocabulary, but it's not a wrong word. It's just, it could make it confusing. So probability of, well, I have red. It's kind of cool. I could write it in the color. So probability of a red, we got 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9 possible outcomes. We got 3 red marbles. We got a simplifiable fraction. So there it is. Okay, let's see, problem 6. By the way, side note, that first problem, that was probably the hardest so far based on what we've seen. Oh, I can just slide it with the hand. It's also, but they also get 20 minutes on the Quizizz, so you know they recognized the extra time and all that stuff. So okay, based on the chart, what is the experimental probability of pulling a green marble? So we gotta. This is experimental because they don't, even though they don't know the marbles that they're pulling, they know what marbles they've pulled. So it's really just based on their experience instead of having the knowledge of what's in the thing. But that's all right. So they pulled red 7 times, blue 1 time. That's 8. Yellow 5 times. That's 13. Green 8 times, 21. Orange 4 times. So they pulled it 25 times. So that's just their data. They're out of 25, and green is 8. So 8 out of 25. That fraction can't be simplified. So that's just 8 out of 25. Let's see. I'm not keeping track of the letters. I believe the answers are on the bottom of this document, but that's okay. I'll independently verify and indicate if I'm getting anything wrong. I feel really good about these though. So, and I know I checked the first one. I actually had to. I started a video and started with the wrong answer myself, but I just had to review. You know, math is like that. Just because I'm a teacher doesn't mean I know everything all the time. Even though I guess I could see why you would want that to be true. So let's see if I can just click on the page over here. Oh wait, wrong page. Page 3. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Oh, the page number thing is on the bottom. Zoom in. Oops. Scroll down. Okay, I'm kind of getting the hang of this. I like this program. All right. Number 7. Gosh. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can change this back to where I can write in black. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Hope you could have seen the other ones. So spinner is divided to 8 equal parts. It looks equal. The fact that they tell us guarantees it. Find the theoretical probability of landing on given section of the spinner. The given section, we're saying probability white. So the that's not a P. probability of, I'm going to abbreviate white as W. So we got 8 outcomes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the numbers are white. So nothing to simplify. Bam. Yeah, that's one that probably, like, a lot of, even if you hadn't had any of this stuff, if you were just on a random test, that hopefully you could have guessed, because that's, as you can see, just counting. All right, scroll next. Right. Okay, so more. This is experimental one again. So this is simply based on what they're pulling out. You can only see what comes out each time. You can't see what's in there. So, it could be, you could be pulling something with a low probability. You would never know. But just based on what you've seen, which marble has an experimental probability of 1 out of 5. All right. So we got to figure out. So if we know the total of the thing, so probability of which color is 1/5? Question mark. So it's kind of backwards. Luckily, this one is pretty intuitive. So we got the, want to add up the outcomes. 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 10. 9, 15, 25 equals 25. So that looks like it got simplified. So 1 out of 5 is what over 25? 5 times 5 is 25. So whichever one is 5 out of 25, which is that yellow. Mellow yellow. All right. And then, oh, by the way, we're not going to do tons and tons of algebra in geometry, but this is a proportion. A proportion is two fractions that are equal. 1 over 5 equals 5 over 25. If you cross multiply, 5 times 5 is 25 equals 25. That's supposed to be an equal sign. Anyway, that was a side note. 9 out of 10. We're almost there, y'all. 9 out of 10. What's the theoretical probability of landing on a red? All right, so this time they're giving us percentages. Let's do it as so probability of a red. There's 6 outcomes. And there's 2 reds. I would simplify this to 1/3, but they're not looking for a fraction. They're looking for a decimal. Which one of these is 1/3? 1/3 as a decimal. I would hope that a lot of you guys will remember this by now, but if you don't, it's cool. So 1 over 3 is just a division. So punch literally this in this order. 1 divided by 3 in the calculator, you'll get 0.333. That's, or 0, aka 0.3 repeating. So this is that's an approximate representation. This is the one that Khan Academy would actually give you the wrong answer for. So in Khan Academy, you would have to put 1/3. This is multiple choice. We have to find the thing. So this is equal to 33.3% repeating percent. The repeating is approximate. The 1 decimal place is fine. Our answer is B. I just want to cover the precision things because I'd hate you to know how to do the problem or a problem and get it wrong on a test just because of the little notions of precision. Most tests don't spend a lot of time seeing if you'll mess up on precision, but there are situations where if you shortcut your decimal places or some other things, it could throw you off far enough, and they may have like a right and a wrong answer with both of those. Okay, final question. I think if I just click here. I don't know why that keeps changing my background, but I don't know. Now I know how to fix it at least. I'll do the graph paper backgrounds. I'm going to zoom in. Oops, over zoomed. Scroll down. Last question, and then we're done. Yay! All right. If you choose, whoa, that's a lot of M&Ms. If If you choose from the following M&M colors, what's the probability you choose blue? Oh, okay. Well, it's just a confusing looking picture. We actually just need to look at the numbers. So 5, 6, 8, 7. Those are all of our possibilities. 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7. That's the probability of blue. I'm going to put BL because brown is BR. And I'm a mathematician, so if I wrote the whole word, then you'd have to say I'm not lazy. It's a joke about being lazy. Our notation is always concise. So then when we joke about mathematicians being lazy, it's because they use really, really short notation. Like I could just write out probability the whole word of a blue whole word, but you know, after writing it 100 times, if we understand P parentheses B, that's just easier. And then there's 8 blues. So if I punch this in the, we don't need a calculator because there's multiple choice. We just need to simplify our denominator. So 8 over 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 8 plus 7 is 15. 8 over 26. Both of those are even, so we could definitely simplify this. 4 over my favorite number, 13. 13's prime. That definitely cannot be simplified, or it can't be broken down to anything, any whole number. So, boom, B, 4 out of 13. We can check that last answer really quick. Let's see if B is right. This document, I guess I could post this document with answers for those of you who want to check it. I'll do that. I'm going to put the document and this video with the explanation. Because answers, I get why they're cool and stuff, but answers don't not always give you knowledge. Oh wait, I thought the answers were on this page. Oh, there's a 5th page. Oh, that's actually cool. Yeah. The answers, 10 was B, 1 was C. Awesome, awesome, cool beans. I'm going to wrap up here. Have a good one.